just welcome everyone. Thank you for helping us out with our little indie film, and I just can't tell you how much it means to me. I think we have the best team, the best crew on PEI. Maybe in Canada, maybe in the world, because it's PEI, so everyone's friendly and nice, right? So all I ask is that everybody just really try to enjoy the shoot. Please treat each other with respect. There's going to be times that things are going to be a little bit hairy, but just take a breather, walk away if you need to, and half the fun of doing this is overcoming challenges. So we're fluid, we're ocean people, we're just going to roll with it, right? We're going to just surf those waves. We can handle it.
What is that for? That's to go to the We're rolling?
Yep.
Slate?
Scene 1, shot alpha, take 1.
And frame.
And action! Hi, I'm Susan Rodgers, and I was the writer, director, and one of the producers of this movie, Still the Water. I wanted to do Still the Water was because it felt like a project that I could shoot in Prince Edward Island, for one. And it was also a really captivating story, very much a Prince Edward Island story. So I think that's why I wanted to do it first.
Susan, so you want the camera like right down here. Maybe I'm too wide. You have to be cutting
It's locked in position. Okay.
Scene 1, shot July, take 2.
And set.
And action! The whole story started with Geordie. And he's the troubled middle brother. So I have to say that he was probably my favorite from the beginning, and he's still my favorite. And I think the reason is that there's just something about learning about people that are, in pain, and, trying to figure out why they're in pain, and trying to figure out how you can help them.
So you can just take your hat off. I'm gonna see if I can just put it up more.
Okay. It just said that I don't need to hand them my receipts, and I said, yeah. It said if you need them, and I said I'm gonna need that for work sooner than later because I order shit. And she's like, okay.
Just and that's a shot. And then we're going to move the camera here, and that's when you guys the beer. But I think the best thing would be for you to be behind counter anyway. Just kind of be there in case we do see kind of your reflection. So this was mine, and I left it there. Yeah, so we're going to start
Let's hop out in the truck and around behind here. Maybe find yourself some action that you're doing kind of while you're waiting and look at the camera. Okay, everybody good? First positions. Please hold the door for 1 minute. Fine, wait 1 second. All right, let's roll sound. Roll camera. Oh yeah. Speeding. 3 Bravo 3. And great.
action.
Good.
I'm Rye Barrett, and I play Geordie Macaulay, the middle son of the Macaulay clan. I really enjoy the role. It's a big challenge. There's a lot of different elements and layers to it. Not only there's a lot of physical elements to it, but emotionally and mentally, it's very layered and deep. And it's something I can connect with on a personal level. I come from a family of three, a little sister and an older brother, so I know how a family like that can work, and the struggles and the hard times that sometimes come with it, and all the good times and all the good memories. So it's something I can relate to a lot.
There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let's roll sound.
Speed.
Roll camera.
Camera rolling.
23 Alpha, take 1. Action background.
And Fran.
And action! And cut!
Does that feel too tight?
It's feeling tight. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Too abrupt.
So maybe we go. Next line is up to 50, right? 55. Or no, do we have a? No, we don't. Pretty sure it's 50. 50. So I guess we'll just go closer on a 50 then. So it'll probably be. Okay, so it'll probably be more in here, I guess. More like that, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
Okay.
a little breathing room.
And then there's no move here, right? He'll just walk up and then he steps back.
And then he'll walk out just
Yeah,
like he just
right,
kind of did
okay.
during that. Well, I would say the hockey scenes were the hardest. And I think the whole week I kept saying to the cinematographer, Chris, I kept saying, I'll be glad when the hockey scenes are over because it was like a lot to coordinate. And I just had to kind of settle myself and look at my notes and look at the script and say, okay, this is what I really need from this scene. And whether it was Geordie getting tripped or somebody scoring a goal or whatever, I had to make sure that that was the central part of the scene and what we really needed to get shot and sort of build out around that, if that makes sense. And so we had like the core actors doing what they needed to do, and then we had to think about like what the other hockey players would be doing. So, and I found it was just a lot of people and a lot of coordinating, but we got really lucky in that we had some terrific volunteer hockey players who really helped us because they knew hockey. They knew the game better than I knew the game. So I was able to say to them, help me, how would this normally happen on the ice? And they really made the process a lot easier.
Big fan on that.
So that's good. So you guys will just kind of just do a bit of that kind of action.
Yep.
And then these guys, when they come out, the quick thing happens right at the bottom of that rectangle there, I think.
Like tackle phone?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think that you guys would all notice, like when the trip happens.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for it, and then we're just gonna, and we'll look and go like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then just keep doing what you're doing. And then at some point, hopefully Mark and Jody will see the score. So we just kind of start with that when we call action, we should do that kind of way. And so when the tripping happens, we want it to kind of happen just at the bottom of this blue rectangle.
Yep. Roll camera.
Camera rolling. 1 second. Focus. There we go.
35 Alpha, take 1.
Frank.
Action. Action, 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 action.
I haven't played much hockey before. Hopefully, I look like I played hockey. I mean, I played as a kid. I played nothing competitive, and I hadn't played for years. I hadn't even been on skates for quite some time before before getting the role, and I got the call that I had the role. There was not a lot of time before shooting, so I had to do as much to get in shape and to train for that as I could in a small amount of time. So yeah, it was a challenge at first, but then I felt the more that we were on the ice and the way that it was shot and everything, I felt a lot more confident as it went along. So yeah, that was another challenge.
Back, another good one. Yeah. And then I can kind of turn to look at you. That might be good. Okay. So I'll do 2 and then the look. And that'll give you like a good spot.
2 what?
I'll go like back like that. Yeah. Back again. Okay. And then yeah, then on the second one I'll like turn like this.
They have to have a lighting
go forward then.
first
And
before
so
we...
reverse through the door.
Alright, let's go, folks. Roll down. 5, 8. Okay, everyone.
44, Charlie, 1.
Take a break. Take a break.
Hi, my name is Colin Price. I am playing the role of Nicky McCully in Still the Water. Nicky he's complicated. He's layered, he's challenging. There's not much that he says. He doesn't talk a lot. So being able to execute his feelings and where he is mentally, emotionally, spiritually at times perhaps can be, I mean, that's a challenge, and I was up for that.
The day that we were on the fishing boat, oh my gosh. That was a long, long day and a cold, really cold, wet, almost freezing rain kind of day. But it was also, as hard as it was, I think it was everybody's favorite day on the whole shoot. Because there was just something fun about being out in the water on a boat.
Yeah, shooting on the boat was a cold day. It was It could have been a warm and sunny one. The water could have been warmer, but it was the look of it, the rain, the weather that we had. It really all added to what the scene is about, and I think it really helps the atmosphere and the tone of that scene now. So it became something totally different. I mean, I wouldn't say totally different, but it plays on what it should be. So I think it ended up being what it should be, despite the challenges and the cold and the rain and everything that we endured that day.
Nikki, LeClaire, get him out of there! Get him the hell out! Nikki, let him go! Just let him go!
Oh, that's remembering. Yeah, that's remembering.
Nikki to LeClaire! Knife! I need a knife! Nikki! Damn it, Jordy! Damn it!
That's after it falls, yeah? Right?
Yes.
After
The
it
knife falls, then it's damn it, Jordy.
The knife
So we're
falls,
picking it- we're
Nikki
picking it
grabs
up.
at it, hanging,
We're picking
LeClaire
it up
runs to
after
the knife
LeClaire,
on the
LeClaire.
wheelhouse, hanging on to Jordy with one hand, Nikki grabs it.
Yeah.
Damn it,
And he's
Nikki,
probably
Jordy,
just like,
damn
Nikki.
it.
Get it. It drops. LeClaire, get me a knife.
I'm kind of angled like that.
Right? He comes back, and then you're like, get him out of there. And then it's just whatever it is in the
You
moment.
come back when he's having his moment of looking up at the sky and kind of closing his eyes. He's like, get him out of there, get him out of there. Bam. Yeah.
Soak it in. It's gonna soak that heavy. How's it feel? Not too bad? Is it coming in through the wetsuit right now? Yeah, it's coming in slowly. Cold, eh? She's cold. Yeah? Oh, she's cold. Touching the bottom right now? Yeah. How do you feel buoyancy-wise? Do you feel like you're floating?
Yeah, I'm pretty much floating right now.
Floating?
Yeah.
I want you to just lay on your back. Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Got it?
Give me a knife! Give me a knife! Oh, hang on! Hang on, Jordy! Jordy, here! Jordy, stay with me, buddy. You got this. You got it? Got it? Here. That's, give me your hand! Give me your hand! Jordy! Give me your hand! Give me your hand! Give me your hand, Jordy! Give me your hand!
I think that we were really lucky to have the cast that we had on this movie because, again, we weren't, able to pay like a really high wage, and they jumped on board and paid, either with points or whatever, paid their own airfare to get here because our budget was so low. They put so much work into their roles, like every one of them. Every one of the cast. I could tell, I had meetings with them before, and we rehearsed and everything before we ever went to camera. And I could tell that they had all done the research. They had all really worked hard on their characters, and it showed. So, yeah, I mean, I thought everyone was great. As far as like Jordy and Nikki, Rye and Colin, they, I didn't know either one of them well. Colin and I had been in touch for about a year before the movie, just through Twitter and everything. And Rye only found out about 3 weeks before we shot that he was going to be playing Jordy. And he had the biggest role. And so what amazed me about him was that he hadn't even skated. He had to put on skates that hurt his feet. And he had to be in deep water, he had to be in cold water, he had to freeze a lot of the time. He did it with I wouldn't say a smile on his face, but certainly a great attitude. You couldn't ask for more, like there was no ego or anything. He was so pleased, I think, to be a part of the film that he was able to sort of push away the cold and being uncomfortable. So And I hope that it was a special experience for them. It definitely was for me. Watching the characters come to life is pretty special.
And Russell Jollymore, when Ed Russell was coming back, because he hit it, was waving the breakwater, and the little windows that were closed, years off the dash. And Bruce waved to him, and Bruce kept on going, oh, here we go! Yeah, he said, holy fuck, it's gonna be a good one. He wasn't even over 5 minutes, the window's gone in, we're still going. Me and Mike, their fellow that died, that worked with us, came right there.
A big boat.
Okay, what I made do is go outside here.
He's gonna take the gear. He's probably gonna swim over there.
Yeah.
It's hard to do it.
That'd be a great movie scene, right? There's a lot of
Fins on.
You got him right there. Yeah, he's used to it.
The thing is, if you do not know what you're getting into,
How is it? Not bad?
good.
Okay,
What's that? Front lens is fogging up.
No way, really?
yeah.
Shit. Badly?
Pretty bad.
I can lift. We can lift it up and show you.
I'm worried with the cold water it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
But
lift it up and show.
You all right?
Can you see it?
I can keep it on and edit it. No.
I'm dry.
You all right, Bruce?
Yeah, everything's good.
Okay.
Alright, camera's coming in, camera's moving.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to open it up and defog.
Yeah.
Exercise and swimming. Yeah, keep swimming. Do some laps.
Yeah. Got that apple box back too. Grab the apple box.
Let me wipe it.
What's making it fog up?
I don't know. Okay.
Be careful, that seal might be covering you.
You can. Somebody else can try to tie it.
It's secure.
Okay.
It's outside, and then zip it up.
Get the arrow.
Alright, Christopher, here comes camera. Okay, we'll try to do this.
Okay, you should be able to let go of it.
There's that where I'm just locked.
Dropping the camera into water is not too good.
Roll camera!
Rolling. And frame.
And action! Let's see a piece, Nikki. Let's see a piece come over your face. Yeah, so Chris Ball, he was a really terrific guy to work with. He's a very skilled cinematographer. To work with him was a really special experience, especially the first big movie. And I'm kind of a quiet person, and I wouldn't be able to work with just anybody. And I told him that. I said, you know, I really appreciated how calm he was. He was very calm on set. Like, he certainly has the technical skills, and he has a beautiful eye for lighting, for composition. But he's also just a very good-natured, gentle, calm person. So he had a way of being able to work with you and make you feel confident in a situation where you might have moments of panic and not feel confident. So overall, I'd say it was a really special experience to have him as our DP on this film.
And nobody coming indoors, we're gonna lock it down. Alexander lock it down at the back, at the front. Alexander, sorry. That's you ready.
So maybe you should be back in at the fridge by then. Like, you could probably settle by the fridge there, maybe.
Oh, do I go back?
That's a lot of tricks.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we need to see the whole thing from the start. Let's start at the beginning again and then see what we've got.
Can we move the dialogue too? Just so we can
Run the dialogue? Yep.
Yeah, like can we in slow-mo?
Yep, let's do it right from scratch.
Reset the blocking rehearsal from the top.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Work on my lines.
Yeah, thank you, yes.
Okay, and action on rehearsal.
Damn, I forgot to get jam.
Hi, brunch.
Sugar, great.
I think you don't take the donuts from
Yeah,
the
I
table.
know, sorry, he was like, ah.
You can just turn your back on him. Sugar, great. And then he's standing there going, what the heck do I do with the donuts? Okay, let's try that again. First position.
Excuse me, sorry. I was just.
And then just don't lean forward too far because you block your brother.
Okay, and first positions. And action.
Got to get jam. Damn.
Brunch, right?
Sugar, great.
Done a lot of horror films. I've done some children's films. I've done some drama. I've done comedy, but I've mostly done for my lead acting roles. A lot of them have been horror films. So this is very different for that. It's much more personal. It's much more on a real level. The relationships in this are all based on realities and things that can really happen. Whereas in a lot of other films I've done, there's a lot of fantastical ideas and there's a lot of fantasy and science fiction and stuff like that. So it's great to really work in something dramatic that's really just about the characters, and they carry the story, they carry the plot, their histories and all their interactions. It's really the entire story there. So that's one big difference. Is it's totally devoted to character, which I really enjoy. I can button this up and make it look a little different.
I'm just thinking screen time is going to be pretty quick. So, like, if you want to make a choice, maybe 101 would be the safest to throw on, and then go into 27. So it could be, assuming it's before the game, I guess.
C99 arachnid at take 3. Rolling.
And frame.
And action.
Action!
You guys have an image on the monitor right now?
No, yeah, we have to put the SDI over there.
Oh, yeah.
Over there. Yeah, so this.
Can I get a photo that will actually just walk around? Yeah. Probably don't have to go all the way in yet. If I can get somebody who's prepared to swim.
I can jump it.
I can do it.
What we're gonna do from
And it's not,
Okay, it's still not reading quite. There, that's better. That angle is good, okay? Let's just get focus. Get focus. Focus on. Are you okay, Ryan? Oh, it's better like that. Okay, and rolling.
action!
Okay, so that's cut. Oh, there. Did it cut?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just wrap them in.
That's perfect. That's good.
My name is Christopher Ball. I'm the director of photography or cinematographer. My responsibility is really to deliver Susan's vision to the screen, technically, to do the lighting and the camera work, and to help her make the vision that she wants to make. There's always something new in every movie. It's not, you know, one of the things that's always interested in me about filmmaking in general is that you're always doing something new. You're always learning something new. You're having new experiences. I mean, I've done a lot of things. I've done underwater shooting, but there were still sequences in this that were a little bit different than I've done before. Yeah, no, there's always something new in every movie. There's always a new challenge or something that you haven't dealt with before. Yeah, a little bit more gentle than that, just sort of keep a...
Say again, hon?
You can probably be a little more gentle, just keep it constant.
You're going through the Sunday
The only thing that you do it there feels like there's a current. So maybe it's back there, pushing it towards it. So just making a cool move, basically.
Like here?
Yeah. Then otherwise it fell into the current. Good.
Chad, stop it!
Roll with your boat. Row your boat.
You're on lane. You made it, Karen. You made it.
Karen, mix that. Karen, turn the butter.
Balls!
Coffee crop next to the hotel. We'll get that here too, and we'll have all of these back up.
Here, give me that.
Yeah.
Something like that. It depends on how they sit. And I think they'll be looking over at the stage at times
I was playing. He's playing, you wouldn't be playing. So why don't we, I think
Oh, that's right. Sorry. You guys are done.
Yeah. But as long as we have it behind, I think they establish it. Did you see Nikki's table? Did you see the amount of beer on that table?
Got a few off. Yeah, drinking.
And
He drank them all.
You know what to do with yours too.
Yeah, I'll pass it. Do I have a fan who's coming by them giving it to her, or am I just going to push it away?
Maybe you'll give it to Noah.
And action.
it's going to land.
You don't have a beer.
Are you ready?
Yeah, the beer's going to come in. Okay. When he passes the beer, forever. And then when he pushes the beer,
Monday morning, minus 18. Another still I read a calorie. Always knew he could use to me needing someday. Love that's for now, his tears have run dry. Can tell by the way he doesn't hold me yet. And he's thinking that maybe he's better off alone. Nobody warned me, nobody told me I'd be back so broken, come back so lonely. I'm killing my soul for the life that I'm leaving behind. 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off, my blood's welling in my stomach's in knots. Too much thinking back in time, you lost it. 2 weeks
but I don't know
on.
when to go because I can't hear the dialogue.
Well, I was going to say, just let them do all the
We're going to stop the music for the dialogue, right? We have to.
Okay.
Right? Otherwise you can't do the dialogue.
Hi, my name is Christina McAnulty and I play Abby. It's a great role. It's a very complex character. I like playing roles that are really rooted in humanity, and I thought that Abby was a really relatable character, and it's been really fun to dig into her. She's sad. She's a sad character as well, so that's been challenging, but yeah, it's been really great to bring her to life.
Or even like you're just going to stand there and kind of watch. And it would be a good opportunity for you. Like I almost picture you kind of leaning there with your hands. And, you know, because I think you're in an awkward place where you don't want to go to Nikki and you don't want to go to him. Yeah. You know? But you might look at him for them. Your eye
And there's going to be a couple of other people dancing first, so you can just keep the focus really shallow. Actually, can I see you in the center there? Just come into the...
Yeah, it's a family drama about three brothers who have gone through childhood trauma. One has returned back home, and it's really about their finding their relationship again and healing old wounds and hope for the future. And my character sort of goes through that, a parallel journey through those same sort of emotions as well, and it ends with a lot of hope.
And then just sneak a look once in a while. Sneak a look over to the door. Okay, action.
I don't think it's violent.
And action. Come on. Jesus, what's your problem? And cut. And cut! And then she'll hide in the truck, in the cab, and we'll communicate by walkie. Hopefully it'll work. And enjoy the view.
All right.
Toronto boy. What a sunrise. So Donna, like Lee is going to actually start now with the drone, so Rye could start some of his actions if he wants. And then like if you actually want to see what's going on, I mean, you could just walk down and join the crowd probably.
Okay, do you want both doors on the truck shut? And Rye is on the cliff right now, is that where you want him?
Tell him to start at the truck behind the wheel, and then he can slide out on my action. Leave him the walkie maybe for a minute.
Left Rye the walkie?
Yeah, like if you want to be on the cliff with the people, then you can put the walkie probably in the truck, and then I can talk to him directly.
If you say that's okay, yeah, I'll join the people on the beach.
Yeah, watch those fishermen. Send them a blessing.
Thank you. We've been waiting for this day for a while, eh?
The challenge with this film was actually because it was, you know, very low budget, but it was a very big vision. So there was a lot of scenes, there was a lot of locations, there was a lot of dealing with weather, there was a lot of dealing with weather continuity, which is a real challenge. On this low a budget, when you have a very restricted schedule and there's only so many ways you can move things around without creating all kinds of difficulty, you have to work with the weather and you have to work with the environment, and it made it very difficult when the weather kept changing, and we had scenes that were intended to be sunny and then it would be rain, and then we'd have to rethink how all the other scenes would work to make it all make sense, that it's now sunny and now it's raining.
Actually pop to one of these bolts. Water here.
A little bit more on that wedge.
All right, Sue. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. All right. Rehearsing now, and action on rehearsal. And action on rehearsal. Let's bring that buggy back.
Yeah, well, everybody worked really hard on this film. They've trained for, but they haven't had a chance to do. So it's a learning curve for everybody, which is nice because it means that they're keen and they really want to learn, and they put in a lot of work. So everybody worked really hard on this movie. And I had a great team. They were pleasant to work with. Everybody was friendly. Everybody was nice. There was no sort of attitude or negativity. It was all positive. So, no, it was a great team. It was really, really nice to work with. Okay. And a mark for Colin.
I can use that.
Or that blue paint or whatever. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to lower the door then.
They look cool. That looks like a triangle.
This is a 35.
It's all about shapes.
So if I bring the door down to the height of that home hardware bucket. And then what I need to cover with the frame is these two marks here. I can always do him with a flag. But these marks here I want to cover with the frame. So we can just bring the frame up here. And almost table it a bit into the building.
Sure. So keep a hand on that.
Right, you
Lifting
are.
it up to get it in the stand.
There.
Locked up and down.
Okay. And action.
Hey! Heart, be still! Hope salvation has arrived.
I wouldn't say that.
The Ice Fox haven't won a game in 3 weeks. You'd think the town was important.
Take it hockey's not your thing, though.
Well, there are other ways to entertain oneself on a cold winter's night.
Doesn't your hand get tired?
It doesn't have to work that hard.
Bring your lunch?
Huh?
Did you ever work a day job here?
Mind your own business?
So as you can see, we have the majority of the work done on the outside. We actually cast the frame over at the warehouse over there, and then we bring it back here to finish it up and do all the major interior work on it. We do somewhere around 10 or so boats a year. That's not including Dad's wooden masterpiece he's working on. It's kind of a rarity these days amongst islanders. But he's pretty proud of it. He keeps it in his private shop. Doesn't exactly allow me and Nikki to check it out, but I think it's going to be something special. Oh, my name is Spencer Graham, and I'm from Vancouver. I play Noah, who is the baby brother in the movie, and kind of the glue that keeps the whole family together. I love this role, mainly because I find a lot of similarities between Noah and myself, where, you know, the story is very heavy. It's about like a mother who's passed away and his experience with an abusive alcoholic father. I necessarily haven't had an abusive alcoholic father, but I know very closely fathers like that. And I had my mother pass away at a very early age as well, so I feel like me getting to be a part of this movie is very in line with kind of where my life has gone. So I feel very connected to the role. Yeah, I enjoy it.
And then you go back to work and you stay.
He starts to go, and then he says, "We're figuring it out, you know."
Yeah.
My book's going to guess what we're talking.
Okay, I'm just gonna move that panel and those things, because it's
so
just
you're the
gonna be
last one
wiping the
here.
boat.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it should just look like it.
Okay, thank you.
And we need to hide the L7s are in the shot.
Feels right to you.
L7s, copy that.
But hey, Stuart.
But you want me jumping off after, but hey, figure she was right.
What's the word, Christine?
Oh, you can block it. We can
It's
see
like
how it
block it and see how it feels. I don't want to sort of tell you when to move. I want you to move when it feels natural.
53 Alpha 1.
And frame.
Action.
The beauty about independent films and doing something like this is you really bond as a cast and a crew because we're all kind of figuring it out as we go. There's so many trials and tribulations that we have to kind of overcome that really bring everybody, you know, close. We're a team, you know, we fail together, we succeed together, and it opens the door for a lot of creativity, like a lot of unexpected moments that get to happen in this movie that you don't necessarily get on other bigger projects, I would say. So it's, as an actor, it's a dream come true. Like Susan's phenomenal in letting us kind of explore where we want to go with the characters and bringing our own touch to it after what she's written. So very, very fortunate to be a part of it, yeah. This opportunity has brought a lot of experiences my way and some that I won't soon forget.
Baby out, I'm back. I'll come back anytime.
We'll be so much more officially organized next
Yay!
time. Look at this on her balcony. We just need Jordy.
How do you want it?
The oldest, the middle, the cutest.
I like the oldest, middle, most modest.
That's just to get fall apart. Bucket shot.
Get all the angles.
Which one phone are we looking at?
We're all going to be looking at it.
We're at you on all
Get in there.
Here, I'll just go here.
Yeah, you got it.
My boys.
Which camera are we looking at?
I'd just like to say thank you to everybody who came out to help work on the movie in any way. We had a lot of volunteers. We had a lot of people who worked on the crew, you know, long days, cold days, and just a lot of people behind the scenes too. And I'd also like to thank, you know, Rick and Nicole and Edith for all the hard work they did pulling the movie together and, you know, all the behind the scenes stuff too. So just thank you very much to everybody for helping make my dream a reality. Great memories.
We like it. We like it.